Zara's family wonder how many times they'll see photos of her pop up in newspaper articles or news broadcasts. It's a painful bind, a reminder of what happened and the probation failings that led to her death, exposed by a serious further offences review.
I don't think that anybody deliberately failed us, apart from, of course, the killer himself.
In fact, yesterday, at a meeting with the probation service, Farah Naz was told that review might never have happened.
They said that the SFO would not necessarily have been produced had it not been for the media interest. It makes me think that probation failings would not have been as widely known as they are now. And maybe we wouldn't even be in the situation of having an inquest.
The review revealed that McSweeney had been wrongly assessed as medium risk by staff and released on licence from prison 9 days before he attacked Zara. It's now been nearly 2 years since Zara was murdered in East London. In that time, McSweeney has been sentenced to 38 years in prison, had that minimum tariff reduced to 33 years, and been found to have had sex with a prison worker at Belmarsh Prison. Next, it's the inquest. In June, the Metropolitan Police Service, Probation Services and Redbridge Council will be in the spotlight. The procedures, actions and decisions scrutinised.
I do have faith that that this inquest will shine a light on those failings and will help us to change things so that further deaths will be prevented, and makes me feel like it's purposeful. So,
how do you manage it all?
Well, we have to. We don't have a choice. We could collapse and not do anything at all, or we could stand up and be citizens and make meaning of Zara's death.
The recent review into the Joshua Jacks case prompted the probation service to invite Farah to a meeting, she says. More serious failings. Jacks had been out on licence when he murdered his girlfriend and 3 of her family members.
It felt like that they had a duty of care towards the family, and they were concerned whether we were triggered by the report.
And had you been triggered by the Joshua Jack case?
As a family, we're in a position of being triggered in a second at any point. I could look at somebody's shoes and I could be triggered.
Farah says she's reassured by some of probation's changes since her niece was murdered.
It does seem that the systems work in silos. Prison, police, probation, the services need to be working seamlessly together. And if they don't have the same information, then it's a serious concern.
The probation service gave us a statement.
This was a truly awful crime, and our heartfelt thoughts remain with the family of Zara Aleena. We've taken significant action to address the unacceptable failings in this case and have already completed the majority of the commitments set out in our action plan, including better training for frontline staff and improved information sharing to keep the public safe.
You use the word campaigner to describe the work that you do now.
Well, I wish I'd been campaigning before. It feels like an imperative, it feels like a necessity. It's my second job, and I really hope that I can be effective.